Hi, this is Steve Vanderbilt for RegimeChange.org. Just got done looking at Sarah Palin's Tea Party speech. Um, Typical Palin speech, very grassroots, down home, a lot of golly gee-ism in it, which most people can identify with. It's one of the things that, well, makes so many people like her. We look over the facts here on our speech. Speech generally pretty factual, but there's some things when I'm watching the speech that comes to my mind, which really makes the speech moot, which is kind of interesting. It seems the play behind the scenes here is such that the leadership of the Tea Party movement, and specifically Ms. Palin herself, even a couple times says it's would be wise for the Republican Party to absorb the Tea Party movement and make it their own, which I feel a little which I see as a little disturbing. See, for the first time in a very long period of time, we, the people, actually have come together on some common talking points. Now, I've heard a lot of words thrown in this speech: conservatism, conservatives, conservative, 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 Reagan, Reagan, Reagan. I'm a former Republican myself, so I look at the speech a little differently, but now being a centrist / libertarian, I look at the shortfalls here. The speech becomes polarizing in the left-right paradigm. In other words, the 15% on the right like it, the 15% on the left don't like it, and the 70% here in the middle is left going, well, what the hell? It almost becomes another whatever issue. If you are a Tea Party, a member of the Tea Party movement, consider these facts. The Republicans and the Democrats got us in this situation we are physically. The Republicans and the Democrats got us in the wars we're fighting today. The Democrats and the Republicans have gotten into situations where there's so much cronyism, as Mrs. Palin says in her speech, and as they both got together and helped establish the phrase "politics as usual." I do happen to agree with one thing that Mrs. Palin said, and I'll quote her. Quote, "This party is the future of politics in America." But I'll add the phrase, "or so we hope," because I really truly believe that both people, or many people, are just extremely fed up with politics as usual, and the Republicans and the Democrats. And it's this spot in the middle that we got to come together on. I scratch my head because there's a tremendous amount of intelligent people in these movements that should be giving people proper advice. It's pretty much the foregone conclusion that if the Democrats are in office and you don't like what's going on there, you have to jump onto the mantle of being a Republican conservative to run against them. Or if you're a little extremist, you become an independent. Well, that's stupid ideology, to be honest with you. In every jurisdiction, in every state in this United States of ours, it is legal for a person to sign in as a write-in candidate. And many of these people who want to run for these offices very simply could run as an undeclared independent, yet a write-in. And it is completely legal to fund a write-in candidate in every jurisdiction. So why is everybody being corralled to go to being a Republican? Well, it goes back to the control function. You're either for us or you're against us. And here at regimechange.org, we have a general thought process that it's not the left or the right that is the problem. It is the left and the right that is the problem. It's the career politicians. Now, Ms. Palin's background is very humble. Her rise in politics, meteoric. Plucked from obscurity by John McCain in a Hail Mary, quite frankly, which had many of us scratching our heads why he would choose that person. Of course, I frankly scratched my head why the Republican Party picked John McCain in the first place. It's more like his time has come, or we've got him. We owe it to him, John, because, well, it's his time. And that's the problem with the party. There's a lot of back channel deals going back and forth in a party, and it's very obvious with the controversy that went on in the Tea Party convention that there are many people in the Tea Party movement that are disenfranchised with how the convention came together and the $500 or $300 or option A, option B ticket prices to go to the convention. And it really seems that the party planners really didn't take a play out of Obama's playbook. If you want to raise money, Obama did it in small dollars, 5, 10s, and 20s. Yes, there's some of that money that's tainted, but all money in politics are tainted. So we here at regimechange.org are looking into a few things, and we'll be talking about this in the near future. We think we have a way. But being a grassroots organization, we're waiting for the information to come back from the people who donate their time to this effort. So, for tonight, let's go ahead and rate Palin's speech at the Tea Party convention. Let's give it a B. Too much on Reagan, too much on conservative, but made a lot of good points. Rah, rah, America. Let's look at her points she made after her speech in the question and answer session. D, Ms. Palin. If you love the movement and you want to say that you want to keep it pure at the grassroots level, you would never consider the Republican Party sucking it in to their tarnished machine. Pick your allegiance. Stand with it. We have a saying here at regimechange.org. Open your ears, stand up, then open your mouth. I'm Steve Vanderwolf for regimechange.org. Have a nice evening.